Hello everyone. Now in this video we'll see the comparison or the difference between Hermite cubic spline curve, Bezier curve and the B-spline curve, okay, with different parameters. So the first parameter is representation. Okay, so representation of Hermite cubic spline will be like this. Okay, it will have initial point, final point and two tangent vectors. Okay, so tangent vectors will be there. Okay, so this is P0, P1 and tangent vectors P0 dash and P1 dash. Then in case of Bezier curve, it will be represented by like this again, but here the P0, P1, P2, P3. So it will start from first point, it will end at last point. The remaining points will be used to control the Bezier curve. Okay, so curve will be like this only. In case of B-spline, if suppose P0, P1, P2 and P3 is there, so curve will be like this. Yeah. P1, P2, P3. So this is related regarding the representation of the curve. Okay, so then next is degree of polynomial. Okay, so degree of polynomial in case of Hermite cubic spline is always represented by 3. Okay, so here degree of polynomial is always 3. Here in case of Bezier curve with n plus 1 data points represented by degree of polynomial as is equal to the number of data points minus 1, number of points minus 1. Okay, so you can find from this, but in case of B-spline curve with the n plus 1 data points, the degree of polynomial will be up to n. Okay, so if n plus 1 data points are there, so degree of polynomial will be up to n only. Okay, up to n. It may be n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 like that. Okay, so up to n the degree of polynomials will be there. Okay, so the next is relation between the number of data points number of data points and degree of polynomial. Degree of polynomial. So in case of Hermite cubic spline, the degree of polynomial is independent of the number of data points. It is independent. Okay, it is independent. Then in case of Bezier curve, it is dependent because here the number of data points minus 1 will be the degree of polynomials. It is dependent. Here again it is dependent. Okay. Then after that, the data point required for drawing the curve, data required for drawing curve. Okay. So for drawing Hermite cubic spline curve, two data points are required. Okay, so at the end points and the tangent point. Okay, so 2 points and 2 tangents. Okay, so here in this case 2 points and 2 tangents are required. In this case, in case of Bezier curve, for drawing the Bezier curve, 2 data points at the end, while one more control point is required. Okay, so 2 end points and control points. Okay, control points may be 1, 2, 3, 4 number of control points. Here in case of B-spline, two data points at ends, so here 2 end points, okay, and control points. Okay, control points may be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay, so then after this, the control of shape of the curve. Okay, so So control of shape of the curve. In case of Hermite cubic spline, the shape of the curve is only controlled by tangent vector at the ends. Okay. So control by tangent vectors. If you change the tangent vector, the shape of the curve will get controlled. In case of Bezier curve, okay, so control points are required. Okay, so controlled by control points. Okay, so here in this case you have seen, okay, it is tangent. If you change the tangent, the shape of the curve will get changed. Here if you change the position of control point, 2 and 3 are nothing but a control point, so the shape will get changed. So here controlled by control points, and here also in case of B spline curve, it is controlled by control points. Okay, whenever a single control point is moved, it affects only the local portion. Okay, so controlled by control points. So in this way you can compare the Hermite cubic spline curve, Bezier curve, and the B spline curve. Okay, thank you.